No. No Coconut Mall. I refuse. This one now. A song that only becomes annoying when you listen to it for 2 hours, as I intend to do. Hello. 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 Your favorite Ely animators back at it again. Focus away from the cheating and coming. Sexy gown, say what? But yeah. Different eel scene, but let's be honest, Champlain Fruit Stand. Coconut Mall is great. Y'all want to listen to Coconut Mall? We can listen. Okay. Let's see if I can find a better Coconut Mall. Stealth is sad that we got rid of Coconut Mall. Coco Melon. I have no clue what Coco Melon is about. Oh wait, no, this is an extended. There. Back to it. No, this is fine. Nope. Nope. Stealth, you said. So, quick fact, this is actually the last scene in my junior film. We are animating the final scene. Does that mean it's anywhere near fucking done? Absolutely not. What kind of question is that? No. So yell at Coconut Mall. Well. Hey, yes, Mr. Pig? Hey, Cahill, yes, Mr. Pig? Play this. Now you see, Pig, since Stealth has conceded... Okay. Since Stealth has conceded Coconut Mall, which I'll keep the tab open, then we'll play that. Because you asked at the top of the stream, instead of at the end of the stream. We're trying to use positive reinforcement here. Yeah. Yep. Pig, you did good. As usual. Because I am less of a fool today. I mean, you're never a fool. You're cute. That's true. But also, do you have to leave now? Okay. I mean, it's pretty good. Here's the thing. I started listening to the Final Fantasy... I listened to the Final Fantasy 7 battle theme music, and I was like, wow, this is really good music. And then that just became what I listened to a lot of time. And I'd love to find another RPG battle theme that makes me feel the same way that thing does, but I haven't yet. And this is good, but it reminds me more of Friday night dancing than battling monsters in the fields. You too, Super Nerd. Ah! It always breaks. I don't understand how this happens. I literally don't but thank you. We try again. Audio output capture. That. I don't know. Loud. And then I make sure I can hear it. Because I can't right now. There we go. It is very jazzy. I'm not sure jazzy. I'd say more funky, if anything. If this reminds you of jazz, then I don't blame you. Listen, no one should be like, Cahill, describe this music. I'd be bad at it. I can only I've been told by the one musician I've ever worked with, that the way I describe music is perfectly fine. It's still not good, though. Because I just describe music as emotions. I know how music makes me feel. So with that in mind, I can try and come to a composer and be like, listen to this part, this makes me feel X. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but I'd like to know how to, make music. I can't tell a piano that, and it will help me make a song. Oh, yeah. Oh no. What? Is it what I said? No, music is impossible. Yeah, music is awful. I mean, music isn't awful. I listen to a lot of it. But I'm whatever the opposite of musically gifted is, that's Cahill. I'm musically inclined. It's an uphill battle for me to make a tune. Which... Here's the thing. I'll talk about this because I need help with it eventually. After I get the demo out for my game, which I'm hoping I'll be able to do sometime around the summer. Because I'm finishing up the main town you go to in the demo right now. And then I need to do the dungeon. But what was I thinking of? But I need to hire someone to do music for it, because I'm not... Here's the thing, right? I have to use RPG Maker because besides being musically illiterate, I'm also coding illiterate. But all that means is that I'm just gonna replace every default option in RPG Maker, no question. So I'm gonna need to find someone who can make some tunes for me, and then I'm going to have to describe to them what I want and be like, okay, how much I'm planning to need. Here's the thing, for the demo by itself I want 4 songs, and I need to find someone who won't bankrupt me for that amount of music. I want to pay them right. I need a deal. I need to Cheers Brother maybe. I also want chiptune music, so here's the thing, I'm kind of going for like Sonic Mania guidelines, because my game's gonna be NES Game Boy inspired. But like, I don't want to have it be really specific to either one. I want it to be in between. Sonic Mania was in between the Genesis and Saturn, I think. Shout out, the only Joey. Okay, well, I don't have that command working, but I'll if you want to shout him out, then I will go to his channel. Also, I didn't know Cheers Brother was A, existent, and B, on Twitch. There's the only Johnny. Joey. Musician. Here he is. Ah, no. Wait, reload the page. Let me copy the link. Well, that's all. Hey, Red Mage. I am in a dedicated... I have a partner. But that's a pretty good... That's a pretty good offer. There's plenty of people of all orientations on the internet who'd be like, yeah, no, yeah. Okay, listen, I'm not thirsting after Red Mage. I'm just saying. Draw. Oh! Well, I mean, can you blame me? Can you blame me? I think I could show that clip to Deja and they'd be like, no, yeah, you're valid. You're valid. The way Red Mage said it, I was like, I thought was wild to begin with, but now that I understand, it was a bit of a mixed signals kind of thing. 20 bucks is 20 bucks though, so. Yeah, but Red Mage, are you a cute girl? Well, I guess that just goes, are you a girl? And can you skateboard? Because those were very important parts of the deal. I have no doubt Red Mage is cute, but the other two qualifiers are what I need. No and no, I suppose. Yeah. I'm sorry, Red Mage, but you made a very specific promise. I'm not about to back down. Oh shit, I removed the wrong frame. Come here, frame. Switch you out. Well, okay, well I need to throw this out now. My trash can is full. What else is new? My life is a trash can. Anyway. Oh yeah, I didn't say this. Thank you, Sheep Lord 2742 for following. Every follow helps. I don't want to seem hung up on it. What happened? Stealth is sad. Also, speaking of stealth, we're going to be doing more. I'm going to take a risk and just play more Pokemon this week, because I decided, fuck it, it's spring break. I can work on the animation when I would normally be in class suffering. So, with that in mind, that's what I'll do. Hopefully get up early. Start animating. But yeah, so tomorrow, same time as today, we'll be playing more Pokemon. And then on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, we'll be playing more Pokemon. Also, I've made an executive decision. The next 2 games in this order are gonna be original Final Fantasy on my NES Mini, and what was I thinking of? And Link to the Past. Because I'm tempted to do a lot of other games, but I want to do retro games, and I haven't wicked done that. So far, 2 of my longest series is Horizon Zero Dawn and Spider-Man. To play Chrono Trigger. I don't own Chrono Trigger. I own DS Chrono Trigger. If anyone wants to get me a DS thing for that, but... And before you're like, emulate it. I mean, maybe. But... Fuck, I would love to own Chrono Trigger. Emulate... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If it comes to that, then sure, I'll emulate it. But wait, emulate yes version if you prefer. At that point, it's not even illegal. This is true. Let's go to Amazon. I imagine I'd buy a reproduction cartridge because shit, how much would original Chrono Trigger go for? SNES Chrono Trigger in video games. Next. Okay, there aren't any even listings. There are no listings. You always gotta go into the back streets. $200 on eBay. Okay, Pig. Could you look up Chrono Trigger reproduction cart for me? Because I'm cool with reproduction carts. Those are like the only way old video games will continue to survive in their kind of original form. Hi, Juice! We're talking about old games. Here's the thing, everyone raves over Chrono Trigger, and it is good. I don't even want to get into that debate. It's good. But like for me, it was like, this is a good RPG. I wasn't like, this is best game. Though I understand that like the multiple endings play into that, and I've only played it once, and I got the quote-unquote true ending. Got so bored, so oof. Juice is taking a much firmer stance than I did. I will say, after seeing some Final Fantasies, after seeing Shining Force, not to come hard for Pig, but it has good story character telling. It was my favorite game for a real long time. I can see that. Like, when someone says Chrono Trigger is my favorite game, no, Shining Force is garbage. But no, I'm just saying. Like, I mean, there's even stuff in Final Fantasy where it's like, you have someone in your party, and who the fuck knows what this person is about. Chrono Trigger, on the other hand, is like, hey, every character, decently important. Important to you, important to the plot. I mean, I guess if you choose to do all the side quests. And you do some weird things, so... Also, I know his canon name is Robo, but the robot I named Luke. He's one of the few characters whose name I changed, because it's like, you know, the idea is give him a name that makes him not a number. And I was like, well, the girl is Luca, so he will be Luke. So they match, because they're friends. They're friends. So yeah. Cool things. Which, I mean, in contrast, next to, what was I thinking of? Next to Earthbound, which is a game I would think I would love a lot. I have never finished Earthbound, and I've tried twice. I've given it a shot. But I just don't like how it handles. I don't like how it handles certain things. So, I just love it. Yeah. If anything, if I get the itch one day, I'll boot up my DS copy. And I'll do that. Listen. I need everyone to be real chill about this joke I'm about to make. Don't do anything for it. Stream is an excuse for me to grow for... you cannot find any repo card. Damn. People are thirsty for the original. But anyway. Well, different. I just don't like JRPGs. Well, if you don't like JRPGs, you're not gonna like either of the games I just listed. But I was just gonna say, stream is an excuse for you guys to give me money and for me to spend those on games that then I promise to play, even though that's not a good business model, because me playing games is not a very valuable product. And if I use emulators, that defeats the purpose of streaming. I've done it already. These chairs are admittedly weird video game. Here's the thing. Everyone was like, oh yeah, Undertale is Earthbound. And I was like, no, Undertale is way funnier and way more quirky than Earthbound is. Earthbound is quirky. I wouldn't say it's super funny at most points. Like, it has good jokes, but like, I think Earthbound, like, Undertale, you get more of the emotional stuff towards like the very end, and upon subsequent replays and everything, that's the idea of the game. But Earthbound's whole thing plays on its emotional journey, so therefore it leans into it a lot harder. Granted, also during the third act, but you get way more hints and stuff. Fucking, they kill a main character in the first 5 minutes of the game. That's hardcore. Rip Buzzle. Was a thing enough. Should have been Porky. It really fucking should have. I thought Porky was so bad when I started playing Earthbound, and then I found out, no, he's through the whole game, and he's genuinely awful through all of it. Granted, his parents are worse, but Porky's pretty bad. What was I thinking of? Back to emulators for just a minute. I was just gonna say, I like having physical copies of stuff, and I've proven to be in the right about that, because so far, Scott Pilgrim used to be unattainable, and now, what was I thinking of? And now, fucking Mario himself will go into the aether. And Nintendo is taking everything they can with him. Luckily, I have my copy hidden away, like a pirate's secret treasure. So they'll never get to me. I mean, it's interesting. Here's the thing. I've seen multiple people talk about the rolling health bar mechanic, which I think is aesthetically nice, but I've never gotten it to work. I've never menu switched hard enough that, you know, it stops before someone dies. If they die, they die. Granted, I'm not a big real-time RPG kind of guy. Like hack and slash and action RPGs, sure, those are great. But like when you're still inside the menus, if we're gonna still be doing menus and like scrolling and having to select certain things, then I'd rather not have a timer on me. Unless it's a pretty slow one. Pretty slow, and also I can see it. So. Not my personal fave. Oh yeah, you know it's another game, which maybe we'll play after A Link to the Past if I still want to do more retro stuff. I want to try On Screen. Oh my goodness, Dr. Fat Caddy with a party of 2. Hi, Doc. What? Hello, all. A little bit of Ruby played. Oh yeah, I'm gonna Gold. I'm gonna be releasing a Ruby podcast later in the week, if anyone's interested. If you are, or if you want to do multiplayer games of any sort and need people to... His music sounds like Lupin. Fucking did it. What did you do, Dr. Fat Cat? That was so difficult. Go on. Reveal it. Doc, you beat it. What did Doc beat? Sweet Lord, I have to know. I beat Magnamala. I recognize that name. Let me look it up. Magnamalo. Amiibo? Who the fuck is this? Oh, yes, I heard about that. I'm not doing that. Listen, I went straight to hunting monsters in the tutorial. I forget what it's called. It's like Kitsune, something like that. Because that's my favorite monster. And then I got my ass handed to me, which did not happen to me in the one Monster Hunter game I played. And I was like, you know what? I probably need a tutorial. And if I'm going to go through the tutorial, I'll just wait until the game happens. So, that's my... I haven't played much of the demo because I'm just like, if I need the tutorial, I'm just going to do it in the game. Because the game... You're going to get a tutorial. Sweet Lord, whether you like it or not, you will get a tutorial. That was Gale today. As insane as ever. As brain damaged as I ever am. I haven't played the demo at all. You know. Pig! Question. Because hopefully I'll be playing with you, unless you hate me, but that's okay. I like to have longsword. What should I do when we fight something? Because had trouble with this fucker. Well, you gotta keep smashing your fist into that rock. Break through to the other side. I've never used longsword. Okay, so you're cool if I just Leroy Jenkins and just start slashing that bad boy up. Last cheer. Long boy. Greg, when you're in a party? Oh yeah, do your work in the world. Okay. Greg, when you're in a party, what do they usually tell you to do? Focus on tail mostly. I can do. Stay near the. Gold, did you tell me to stay near the ass? I can stay near the ass. No problem. Ass man, it yield. Leroy Pig. If I may be so bold, I would hope we be streaming Monster Hunter at the same time, and I want the very first hunt we do on stream together to just be me going Leroy Jenkins. Well, if you repeatedly trip me, I won't. I'll also be near the. Can we just? Shall all four of? Isn't Monster Hunter Party of 4? Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Shall we all just get in the ass and... Correct. So shall we all just get in the ass and fuck it up? Funny, you say. I guess that'll probably be like an intermittent. I'm not sure I'll do Monster Hunter Mondays like Pig will do. If I'll just fucking copy Pig beat for beat. But yeah, I guess that will be a new game I play on stream. Oh. Perfection. My vibes are fucking rancid. Literally constantly. Also, you are technically staring at a Cognito hazard right now. So, as the kids say, the vibe should be off. Oh, very good. Also, let me show everyone something. Observe the folder. This is folder. Folder of grades. Folder of... This is what my entire semester rides on. Also, everyone can thank Pig for the music suggestion. According to my numbering system, this is 62 pages. That's not correct. That's not at all correct. This is definitely riding on 100 at this point. Because I go back and make revisions and do in-betweens. Damn, not 69. We're getting there. Actually, we'll get there in this stream. I have a lot of shit to do. So far, my junior project has gone well. I do my best. But it's not done. And last semester, I recognize it's from Xenoblade, which would make sense because you and Pei are both Xenoblade fan peoples. I should get Xenoblade because it's inside my hobby of collecting games, I also like finding good Wii games because I feel like people have pushed the Wii aside for years, and it's my favorite. Well, Switch is great. I don't know. I just love Wii. Wii's the console I grew up with, and that's gonna make some people feel old. Because some people are like, yep, when I got a Nintendo 64 as a kid, and meanwhile, I didn't even know. But we do, and we, GBA ST, GBA was great. I didn't have one, but I had a DS Lite, which comes with a GBA port. So, I played GBA games. I got Pokemon Fire Red, as well as like Sapphire and Emerald. I don't know how I got them. It's like a Mega Drive. You mean the console before they actually became Nintendo's rival? Oh wait, shit. Pigs. Well, we know this. Pig, Barreled Kramer, esteemed Lord of the Watch, is a decade older than me, and Pig's older than Barry. So, but me and Pig are still friends. Pig is ancient and endless like time. At the beginning, there was Pig. Now. See, in my story, in The Man Who Can Do Anything, the idea is that Alex is not a god. He merely may have to desire a change of music. Well, let me ask you this first, Pig. Is this as funky as the last one? Because I'd want it to be as funky as the last one. Yes, one. Technically, my first home console was a Leapfrog home console. It is very funky. In which case, time to get rid of this and onto this. What's the next? May outage most of you. List your age, Red Mage. No one has privacy in my fiefdom. How old be you then, Cahill? I am 21. I'm pretty baby in terms of the watch. Not if I go like, 6 years. Yeah. One of the only people who's younger than me is Vegeta. Vegeta, Nat, Gold. Are you younger than me? Me and Nat are still younger. Okay, well, Queen. Well, Queen doesn't. Queen, are you in the? You're not in the watch, right? See, sometimes I forget who's in the watch and who's just a real cool person. I'm 31. I'm not a cute girl on a skateboard. Pig, aren't you older than that? Or are you the same age? Buy on stream. Okay. Gold is baby. This is catfishing. What was I thinking of? Here's the thing. And I think everyone... Nat's in college, and I think he's 2 years younger. I think Nat is 5. I think Nat's like... I think Nat would be like 19 or 20 by now. What was I thinking of? Nat's a good boy. This just reminded me, because we're all listing our age online. Sometimes on YouTube, I like to watch To Catch a Predator. You know the show. More specifically, usually I like to watch this one guy react to it. And I gotta say, my favorite... Barry is not streaming. Is that Greg's alt? That's probably Greg's alt. No one is allowed to be younger than me. Well, I need to talk to my cousins. Yes. But the best part about that show that is now not around is when it is a good song. I was gonna say I should give Xenoblade a chance. I should get it on Wii and be like, hey, they're going ham. They do though. But my favorite part about that show is when they bring the cameras out and the guy they caught tries to hide their face. Like, now let me ask you, sir, I want, first off, A, do you think the police aren't already here and that you're not going to go to jail and thus have your picture exposed to everyone? But also, do you not think they have hidden cameras? Do you not think this whole thing has been going? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Red Mage, for cheering a Yang. Yang is very happy. Oh yeah, I'll plug this for a bit. I'm making a Ruby podcast. I'm gonna put it on YouTube sometime this week. So I guess if you want to hear about that, then you know where to find me. It is with my partner, Yang from Yin Yang Yo. I watched that show. That and what is it? The 2 Power Ranger shows, which was SPD and Mystic Force. Those are my favorite things on... What was I thinking of? Those are my favorite shows on Jetix. I'm just not into it. Well, Queen of Size, may I say, perhaps you want to... Okay, well, no. No, we don't do that here, Queen. If you want to... If you're... Until I was too old to like it. Hey! Hey! I knew Power Rangers was garbage when I started watching it as a kid. You're never too old to like Power Rangers. Anyway. What was I thinking of? But... Watch Power Rangers. My mom didn't want me to watch Ed, Edd n Eddy. Which is weird. Just ain't for me. I don't know why. Well, they're kind of the same. Ninja Turtles is very American, but it does kind of have the Sentai style to it, you know? Wacky characters. Damn, that piano, though. My everything. Can I add Slapper to the music queue? I would only say... Okay, let me ask you this. Would it count as a spoiler to the game? Because I want to play that game. Persona 5 means a lot to me. And I would like to play its official sequel. Which, by the way, there are always some... Sequels tend to have pretty weak premises most of the time. But the premise, as I understand it for Strikers, seems pretty strong. And I like how it plays into the themes of the first game. Probably not a spoiler, it's one of the first tracks. Okay, then yeah, you can link it in chat if you want. But yeah, I'd be already playing Strikers if I wasn't poor, and if I didn't have Monster Hunter. That's why I got 3D World on Wii U, because I was like, I want it on the cheaps, and even if I want to play multiplayer online, that will quickly be undone by Capcom, so... I should watch Rise. Okay, I put that in the background. Okay, I haven't seen Rise yet. Hi, Nivdy. I forget who I was listening to, but someone was talking about how, like, each Ninja Turtle iteration is, in a way, just kind of like the retelling of the same stories, with changes in tone and stuff like that. Yeah, no, 12 was great. I think they did a great job with 12. 12 was kind of my introduction, and it was kind of a good introduction because they introduced a lot of stuff that I didn't know about. Which, like, for example, fucking Baxter, Bebop and Rocksteady, those kinds of things. Krang, I didn't know about Krang for the longest time. We're animating slowly, everyone. Because if you want a slow animation, that means you have to draw a million fucking pictures. Let me be perfectly... Let me see this commission I did forget. I believe I saw it, but you are free to post it in chat, and I will still look at it to make sure it's the one I saw. Very difficult fight. Yes. I did see this. It is cool though. I want to get more into Godzilla. Too bad American Godzilla isn't good. Food and coffee. Everyone go to Greg's Coffee. That's a service you pay people on. But yeah, I don't know. I love Persona 5. It had some messages that were important to me. Shin Godzilla is fucking immaculate. And I love that movie with my whole heart. Oh yeah. Also, I've talked about this movie a lot on stream. But hey everyone, go watch Redline. Go pay to watch Redline. Go watch the 2007 animated movie by Toeki. It's Koishi. Go on, it's not me. But Redline is very good. In an AMV, no. AMV won't do it justice at all. Also, Gold, you watch Redline with me and Vegeta. It's my favorite animated movie. I could watch it forever. Best soundtrack out of any game. It's jazzy. The reason I brought up Redline is because I think Persona has a similar thing going, where I think the art style is immaculate. The style of the game drips into every facet of it. And not a lot of games do that. Best, but it's up there. I think we did. Yeah, it was definitely. It was near first. It's just a good movie, okay? The presentation, the animation, the nuance. I don't want to say nuance, but the well-told story. The story of Redline is very tropey, but if I had to pick one film about racing to exist, it would be a tie between that and Speed Racer, because Speed Racer is great. But yeah. But also, it was hand animated, so. The combination of Redline. I'm dying. Just give up. Oof. I have not played Celeste because I look at the kind of game it is, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy myself. I think I'm gonna get real upset real quick. It's not the kind of platformer I enjoy. I've never played Super Meat Boy. Messenger. I might play the Messenger at one point. Messenger is more my style. I should definitely play Cyber Shadow. That's for sure. Play Celeste. Like me? Like Greg. Greg is cute! And not that difficult. That's good. Listen, I do lots of hard things in games, okay? I put challenges out for myself. Sometimes I could use a game that is described as easy. Fucking... Can't change my mind. I'm not gonna disagree with you. I just don't think it's for me. Kind of like how people say Breaking Bad is the best TV show of all time. I don't think it's for me. I was actually more tempted to watch Game of Thrones because people used to mention them in the same breath, and then they stopped doing that. But I mean, if you want my nominee for best TV show of all time, I think I've said this on stream before, it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's really the toughest part. I've heard that. Kale does hard things. Occasionally, yes. I beat Lingering Will, and that took me forever. And he's a bitch. If anyone has anyone else here beaten Lingering Will, or am I the only one? I don't want to come off like I'm some fancy pants 1 in a million. Lingering Will. Yeah, Will. Lingering William is his full name. I'd have tried and then quit. Put that on your resume. Okay, thank you. As long as I'm not... I beat him, I beat Sans. I beat fucking Abyss Eater Midir. Sweet Lord Midir. Midir is the worst. I don't like Dark Souls. I don't like Dark Souls 2. I would put every Dark Souls 2 boss above Dark Eater Midir. Abyss Eater Midir. Because holy fuck that fight. Now I gotta do it with a broken sword. $66 hours of VODs for Celeste. Holy fuck. Greg, do you have a VOD channel? Please promote your VOD channel, Greg. No. Damn it! But Greg, I love you! I have yet to try Madeira, but I look forward to it. Hey, Gold! You shouldn't! You shouldn't! Oh, Gold. Gold, you're so young and naive. You're so young and naive to look forward to the Dark Souls fight with the biggest fucking health bar in the entire series. That can one-shot you through a massive map. I've never tried Ancient Dragon, because from what I know, it's mostly the same. But yeah. I've beaten every Souls boss in 1, 2, and Bloodborne. I beat Sekiro. I beat Demon Souls, the original. And yeah, that's a lot. I think the most. Saiyan for 6. Saiyan, you have been probably, besides Pig, my most faithful subscriber. Where is this? Let's specify. Saying you do if anyone wants good art, you should. With the Yang. But if anyone wants good, like I usually do pretty stylized art. If anyone wants good realistic art, go follow Sand. Yes, you can cheer. I need to make the SCP alerts because I'm greedy. But also I think it'd be fun. Great, yeah. If anyone wants that Yang emote, you gotta check. Is it $10? I don't fucking know. I hate how much it is. I hate that I made Yangry 50. I wouldn't have made it 50. Listen, everyone here. I'm gonna need you to get me to partner. I want you to spend as little effort and money as possible getting me to partner so that I can have as many emote slots as possible. Because apparently they're capped. Hello to everyone. What, that you beat Magnamola? Magnamama? Magnamami Milkers? So I make a shit ton of all. Got it, no. No, not that. I barely have enough money to pay the bills. I did say with as little money as possible. I am, you know, to Twitch doesn't do everything right. And I could end the sentence there. But you gotta admire the fact that all of their milestones you can reach on the platform have no basis in how much money you make. Even though you can make money pretty early on in Twitch, it's never about that. You just have to get people on board. Give up. I'll just beat him when the game comes out. Also, everyone, we are on frame 69. It's frame 69, baby. This is officially the 69th frame of this animation, except not. Nice. Nice, dude. Nice. Nice. Nice, dude. Nice. Nice, dude. Nice. 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 Nice, dude. Nice. Dude, nice. I've fucking done it. Well, I'm retiring from both animation and streaming. Yeah, this can go on for a while, Fat Caddy. Yippers! Subscribed with Prime? Red Mage, you didn't have to do that. Did you know that if you have a Twitch Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free to one Twitch account a month? Blah blah blah. Link here. I don't have that here. No one should. I appreciate it, Red Mage, but no one should be forced to use their Prime on me. If I could make everything money-wise on my channel a cent, then I would do that. 381 times. I won't, but I could. My head isn't yours. No. That cold steel barrel on your back is not mine. I don't own a gun. Here's the thing. If I legitimately have to defend my home, I'm gonna buy a sword. Because fucking... Why wouldn't I buy a sword? Is the thing. Because here are the two guns are scary, yes. We're not gonna get into the politics. I'm just saying. Here are the two situations in which someone breaks into my house. A, they are unarmed or are trying not to hurt me. Or B, they've broken in to kill me. In which case, I don't think a gun's gonna help much in that situation either. Either way, I'd rather go out swinging a sword than firing a gun. We'll always want to nail that for defense. Yeah, that too. Also, here's the thing, right? They can run out of bullets. I'm never gonna run out of sword. But for action, not threats. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, most realistic scenario is someone comes in late at night, I'm asleep, they kill me with a gun. But if I hear them, and they're trying to be sneaky about it, then my sword is gonna be better. Also, the sword's really easy, because what you do is you get up to their ankle, you slice it, you rend their Achilles, and all of a sudden, it really doesn't matter what they have on them, because they won't be standing up for much longer. Shoot. Oh wait, is stream crashing? It's fine. Was stream crash? Nope, just fine. Stream died. No, it buffered for me too. We're back. Okay. Stream did a what-oh. There's a bit of a pause. That'll happen. I'm on top of not being a Twitch partner, I don't have great internet. What was I thinking of? Brought to you by Gun Gang, yeah. But no, I'm just saying. I hope everyone heard me about slicing an Achilles open, because that's an important lesson. You don't have to kill them, but you can wound them in such a way that they will be incapable of being a threat. I'm gonna go. Farewell. Do a good draw. I will try, Fat Caddy. Bed, sword, and gun on. No more gun, exactly. I feel like I've said this before. Something I like in Final Fantasy VII Remake is how you see fucking Cloud using the Buster Sword as a shield, which is the only possible explanation for why you would have a sword that big. The only possible reasoning for why it would be that large is that it is also doubling as the shield. Yeah. I don't know. That would sound bad. So, Johnny, how are you doing? Good to see you. It just works. It really doesn't. They even address that in the game. When he tries to lift it indoors and it hits a doorway. Granted, I wouldn't put it past the Buster Sword to just smash through the door and the ceiling, but Johnny, if you subscribe, then you can have your own Ooh7 emote. All of a sudden, I become a very sleazy door-to-door salesman, trying to get thank you, San, for modeling our late. Yeah. Oh, Red Mage. Well, thank you for gifting a sub to Johnny Honey. You didn't have to. This is should I become a Should I just become a fucking telemarketing channel where I'm trying to sell my own brand? Your brand. And since I brought that up, we should all listen to this. We should all listen to this. Wait though, Xenoblade. We should all listen to this.
Yippers!
Oh no! Gold! Red Mage! Thank you, unnecessary. You've gifted to. Thank you for gifting to Gold and Johnny. Anyway, let's listen to this song now. Not an ad. I don't care about South Park. Very necessary, I'd argue.
South Park vaccination special.
Okay, here it is.
Throughout recorded history, philosophers have queried, am I a person or am I a brand?
Beautiful.
Luckily,
This is
in
both
our
a song
modern
and
world,
philosophy.
We no longer need to choose between these two sublime options. But full coordination of your personhood and your branding can be challenging, and that's why I'm
I mean,
here to
same
help you
goal,
turn your humanity
but
into your branding.
sometimes you just gotta get over it on
Hello,
Twitch because people
I'm
seem to make
Humanity.
entertainment
Welcome
out
to
of
my
just
seminar
giving
entitled
people stuff.
Building Your Online
Which
Brand.
is, let me just say, Twitch is way better than real capitalism.
Work of art, you can never go wrong if you follow
The
your
neighborhood.
heart.
Correct.
Assuming your heart's obsessed with what is best, and what's best is anything that can give you a following. Your brand can range from simple to obtuse. Do you bake fancy cakes or do you rate hot mousse? It's not incorrect if you expect to always collect. Here's when you stay on brand. You see, a brand is much like a flower, in that it stinks and takes its own path. If you think you know how it will grow, then you've never tasted nature's wrath. Say you mention offhand that you enjoy ice cream sandwiches on a hot cruise. Expect some tweets about ice cream sandies every time they're in the news. People saying Sandy's on sale, I love Sandy's too. Sandy's in the mail, made some Sandy's hue. There is no escaping from the ice cream sandwich tin. Everywhere I go,
Scooby
when did it
snacks.
begin? This pain that I know.
Like the
seems it has been
actual
shaping
snack
from the
they make,
simplest of things.
or
Didn't give a second thought, and the
theoretical
repercussions came too soon.
Scooby snacks,
And that's
or
why you
drugs.
must contemplate building a brand by musing in a brand cocoon. Let your branded brand
not far from
cocoon
it.
slowly accrete because
Yeah.
you're
You shouldn't feel bad if you're
hollow
not
system.
actually actively
When you
trying.
venture from here,
If you
know
just
no
say you don't
fear.
have it,
Everything
and then
is
someone is
clear. Your
nice,
brand
and that's
is
just them being
all-consuming once
Okay,
it's had its
okay, so that's the
premiere.
snack they make.
Get ready, you'll soon
honey
be
graham.
so
Yeah,
much
but honey
more
graham is
like
great,
your
so.
branded existence is not
You
what
shouldn't even have to
what
say honey graham.
in your eyes and arise, make a stand. And
Also,
reveal
we
your
have to play the best BDG song in recorded history. Because he makes immaculate content.
Who brought the sauce?
Why
Okay.
do you continue to give me fucking ads?
Who brought the
They're
sauce?
pretty good. I don't know what Ina is.
What's in this?
Also, we have to move on from frame 69.
Brian,
Yes.
do you know where my laptop went? Have you seen my laptop?
Yeah, maybe. What is a laptop?
It's a small computer. You have one right in front of you.
Oh, yes. It's right here.
No, my laptop.
No, you don't have one, though.
This
That's what
lap-
I'm. Do you know where it is?
It's kind of a long story.
That's fine.
Come gather round, and I'll tell you a tale. A tale that very much like the one tonight.
You have to sing this story.
Yes.
Yes. The rain pelted cruelly, the wind tore my hood as I ran through the wood to my homestead.
How many verses is this?
12.
When I
Saw it in a clearing, a figure was stood beckoning me
When did
by.
we live in Brooklyn? Never mind. I'll come back later.
I'll skip to verse 11.
Now you know, said the wizard, the price you must pay to gain the reward you
Skipped a lot.
seek.
You'll get it through context.
You must trade me a treasure
That's
that
of
is
commensurate
commensurable
rate of
with the
value than the
value
suggested
and
retail price of this mystical ancient antique.
So I granted the wizard a book forged in Rome,
Though it
pained me to part, and regret filled my mind. With a flourish he vanished along with my tome, leaving naught but this journey behind. Leaving naught but this journey behind. Come on, Led. Led, do your Led thing.
You paused
I'm
my
out of lead.
laptop to get a hurdy-gurdy.
Karen, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to remind me what a laptop is.
Anyway. So yeah, that's the best video online. You're gonna have to remind me what a laptop is. Oh! I would need that. Not to be rude. It's just... I don't eat many things. I work at a restaurant. This can become a problem. When you work at a restaurant and you don't like... And most of the things that they make cause you to gag. Agreed, I'd love a hurdy-gurdy. Because sea shanties are where it's at. Also, I guess if I could learn an instrument, I'd probably just learn guitar. Because I like a lot of electric guitar. I could really go for trips into the room. Go acquire some. Be the change you want to see in the world. Change your stomach status. Very good life choices, exactly. All he's lost is the love of a roommate, which is easily forsaken. So, it's fine. I've never had a roommate because the college I was going to stay at would be exercising. Or filling it up. What was I thinking of? But yeah, I've never had a roommate because the college I was going to stay at closed a couple months before I was going to it. And the current one I go to didn't have room. So I just never stayed anywhere but my house. Which will be exciting for when I'm in the real world. For when I'm a grown up. You're not missing anything. I didn't think so. I mean, I mostly just want to move in with my partner, so I kind of have a bespoke roommate. So far, unless something drastic happens. In which case, oops. This whole world you're in now, yeah. Which is my own little world. Which is so much better than the real world, if I'm being honest. There's oatmeal cookies here. And dang it, oatmeal cookie better is a lot better than that. Man, I can't speak. Why do y'all watch these streams? I'm an illiterate fuck. See? Right there. Not in college, but learn to enjoy learning. Or can go to college. Preaching to the choir, Johnny. I know that pain. Granted, my job isn't very demanding. But I still work weekends and then go to school. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it can be unfun when I'm cramming everything in. Fun though, isn't it? No. No use, Sam. Like being around a kindred spirit. That's a... Gold, that's a pretty good answer. Also, thank you, Sam. You're nice. You're nice and your birds are cool. And do a pterodactyl. Sam, you like drawing birds, but have you ever considered drawing bird-like dinosaurs? Seeing as many people believe dinosaurs were feathered and more bird-like than they currently are. This is neat. Holds a potato with tail. Bird-like dinosaurs. Do it. Time to go commission. Time to go pay Sand an exorbitant. Actually, have a long. We're feathered though. That is true. There's not many feathered dinosaurs now, but we can imagine. I don't know much about dinos. I'm more of a shark guy. Pokemon, one of my favorite creatures. That sounds neat. Love dinos and sharks. Sharks are great. Shark refers to a large variety of sea life. Carnivorous, cartilaginous sea life, including the megalodon. Fucking solid boy. And Heliocorpion, which is a much weirder shark. Eopteryx. Stingrays. For a while. Don't know why. I still think that's right though. Here's the thing. How do you know what a dinosaur's skin was like? That's pretty damn hard. They don't actually. There is a dinosaur mummy, which is pretty cool when you think about it. You could argue that's one of the most preserved evidence. Here. Uh-oh, bop time. Persona 5 in general is a bop. We don't know why. That's why we thought they had scales. Well, maybe scientists need to stop talking out of their asses. We've had this conversation before, and Pig got very upset. Pig was trying to say I'm dumber than a scientist. Psh, I know as much as scientists do. I know 1 + 1. P5, but oops, no, P4. I should buy P4, because now I have a laptop I can play it on. Fuck. Does anyone want to... No, I can't. I was going to make a joke, but if I make those kinds of jokes enough, then people are going to start doing it. Upload, wiki. This is the shot Natural History Museum. This is the thing I was talking about. Oh, that's a chunky lad. I should actually... I'd be interested in P4. I don't expect it to be as much as my jam, but I'd be interested in seeing another entry that I'm at least interested in. Ancient crocodile. Or alligator. Let us not assume. Let's not assume they're gendered quite yet, Gold. You're great, and I love you, but likely not in their area of study. Name an area of study, Stealth. Listen. Listen. As a cis-het white man, I know a thing or two about gender politics. In reality, I don't, and also you should just respect whatever people ask you to seriously call them, because you know it's gender now. The Bible said alligator and crocodiles are not genders. Probably not. Science is still out. Yeah, so it's right. No. What was I thinking of? No, we can't. Here's the thing. If we carried this bit too far, it's gonna start. Is Cahill? No, though, no. What was I thinking of? Here's the problem. The bit was innocent to begin with, but if we carry it too far, it'll start getting into attack helicopter territories, and then we all become a asshole. Also, this is a good song. Shrug. Ooh woo. Oh whoa. Ooh woo. I do like that it's called Daredevil, who's a neato superhero. And I like their show until it ended. What? Uh-oh. Daredevil. What was I thinking of? I don't know. I think it's cool to have... If we're going to do the whole MCU thing, I think it's cool to have superheroes that are not in any... It's the tutorial song, Cahill. Is it? This is the fucking tutorial? But I know how to kill things in Persona. You sneak up behind him and you go, I'll reveal your true self. Also, when I asked for spoilers, if it was spoilers, Red Mage, you should have just said, this is the tutorial. And I'd be like, oh, okay. Musou. Red Mage, if you've played this game, and if you're... Okay, first off, Red Mage, are you a fan of the original Persona 5? Just like, you know, Persona 5. Yes, I like all Persona. Okay. Would you say Persona 5 Strikers is a good... And that's I'm currently playing Strikers. Would you say it's a good continuation of the story? Or what's your take on that? Because I legitimately care about the story of Persona. Let's learn can go fail their chemistry final exam. No, you're gonna go ace that unless you're like me, in which case you will in fact, no matter what anyone says. Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Are you saying it's a sequel because it is good? Or are you saying it's a sequel because all sequels are bad? Saying no. It could. Okay. Because just, you know, Persona's themes of societal change and feeling as though you are locked in a prison, combined with the fantastical elements through which the protagonist may escape said world, really spoke to me. So I would hope the continuation of the story is equally as good as the original. Because the premise, hey Cahill in chat, yes Johnny. Because I was gonna say some good kittens. You better not be pranking me. Oh, those are good kittens though. They slept. They sleep though. They sleepy boys. Not be totally lost. What do you mean, Gold? When I came back, I got 50 all off. Have a good time, Zone all. Because it's good. Well, it doesn't have to. I mean, it's a sequel. They've established stuff so far. Considering the different genre it is, and the fact that it is a sequel, I would be really shocked if it goes quite as hard as Persona 5. But yeah. But also, I didn't understand Gold's question about like, would I be able to play it and not get lost? understand that. And if Gold wants to play fucking Persona 5, I will endorse that. I know there's some controversy about Persona, which I fully recognize, but I just think it does a good job doing everything else. Oh, you mean that? I thought you were saying, would you be able to play the first one and not get lost? And I would be like, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward game. I mean, I think if you've watched a playthrough, then, you know, you're equipped to handle a sequel. As long as you remember the story from the playthrough. If you don't, then yeah, you probably get lost. Back to Coconut Mall. Cahill. Newbie status. New Daredevil. A new original character from Cahill Comics. I'm sorry, Nippy, that is property. You know what happens in P5. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I mean, the very premise alone is like X, spoiler alert, wasn't just happening in, you know, Tokyo. It's happening everywhere, as far as I understand from the trailers. And I wouldn't like it, and if they change that throughout the story, I wouldn't like to know. I'd like to be surprised. Because there are some twists in Persona 5 where I was like, damn, I didn't see that I never saw that coming. Ah ha ha ha. Daredevil, Fury, Furry. I thought I read that as Fury. If you watched it to that extent, then I feel like you'd be equipped for a sequel goal. Just based off what I know about games and sequels and such. Both, most likely. Combination. I would imagine Fur would... Also, we're gonna play Whims of Fate now. Oh, I vomit. I vomit everywhere. All over the page. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, what is that? Is that alive? Oh, it's alive. Ah. Oh, no. It's a good thing my camera's froze. Let me clean this up. And also, just thank you, Red Mage, for gifting subs. I feel like I didn't harp on that enough. You good bean. Is good bean. Holds Red Mage. Oh wait, damn it. Hold Red Mage gently in hand. Then you roll. Also, I don't know about you, but I named my character Ass Fuck. No. I name my character as Dill most of the time, because that's my nickname. So I'm just like Dill. Except in Pokemon. I used to name them Dill in Pokemon, and now I name them Red. Because I love Red. I like to pretend to be Red. A super champion. Dilbert, leader of the Phantom Thieves. Dilbert William Cahill. Wow, Gold. I never heard that one before. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. It's not like I also grew up in the era of Rugrats. Ah ha, ah ha. And then I die. That was so funny and creative, aren't I? Gold, you are an absolute delight to have. That's for sure. And if anyone tells you otherwise, I would take their kneecaps. Your kneecaps are forfeit. I remember I bought Persona When I was like, I am depressed, let me solve it with a game. Did you say break or take? I don't know what you're referring to, Red Nate. Oh, yeah. Kneecaps. I mean, either works. I really don't care. I would like to expand my collection, but, you know, if you damage it, then it's not worth it. A real good kneecap will be able to survive the extraction process, but otherwise, take the kneecap fragments, make a little mosaic out of them. Oh, this is a very nice piece, and what do you call it? I call it kneecaps. I call it they wouldn't say trans rights, so I took their kneecaps. Hello, all transphobes that have somehow managed to find this stream and wander in here and made it this far. Can I ask you something? What was it like being a miserable fuck of a person? I'm curious. Trans, right? Exactly. I'm just curious. I've never really gotten to know what it's like to be such an repulsive human being, to not respect someone, to a stranger to such a degree. So I'm wondering if you could enlighten me. Moving on though, because those kinds of people don't deserve attention. Look away, children. I don't want them to influence you. And don't look at Jake Paul. I don't know what Jake Paul says about trans rights, but I don't want my children watching him anyway. If he's still doing YouTube, by the time I could theoretically have children, I'm going to be concerned for that man's health more than anything. If he's still boxing when I theoretically have children, then I don't think his face will be as pristine as it once might have been. But, I mean, hey, that's what you get when you transition from YouTuber to boxer. Did he? Oh, no, you're referring to the squished emote there. Man, I wish I could have a joke like that as a single emote, but I can't imagine what it would be like and how it could get across the... I mean, I should just have a trans right emote. Twitch, can I make a lot of pride emotes? Because I have an idea for one, and honestly, it could just fit all of them. Here's the... Is to make a partner for more emotes on. If I can guarantee if I get partner, I will have more than one pride emote. I would like to say it. I would like to... If you don't mind, I'm going to talk about OC stuff for a minute. The thought had occurred to me when I was fleshing him out more. Should Alex be non-binary or trans in some way? And I just kind of decided that, like, while Alex can freely change his form to whatever configuration he wishes, its identity is a very important thing to him. So I figured he wouldn't change his, you know, his body in any way. Oh no! Twitch doesn't like me talking about this. Is stream okay? Which is not to say I will not have representation in that series for trans people. That's important. In fact, one of the ideas for one of my favorite episodes feature someone who is canonically trans. So, also, something occurred to me as long as we're talking, because representation is an incredibly important topic to me. I think stories and fiction are transformative, and thus we can use them to further and better humanity. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to just show anyone consuming said media the different forms of people there are out there. But moving on, as I was making my game, I have two standard male sprites and two standard female sprites, right? And I was like, hold on a minute. I can just throw two guys in a house together and boom, they're husbands. So yeah, my game is gonna have a lot of that, because Pokemon's too cowardly. But not Cahill Comics. I don't know if anyone in here has watched She-Ra, but the showrunner for that, Noelle Stevenson, who is great, they are pretty neato. When they were asked about LGBT representation in the show, they were like, I need you to assume everyone is gay until it is proven otherwise. And I did that. And was shocked when there was a... You've seen She-Ra. I fucking love She-Ra. And I was shocked when there was a straight couple in that show. I was like, oh, I didn't pick up on that at all. Like, going back, yeah, it's kind of obvious. In fact, an episode before it was confirmed, there was a pretty big hint, but I didn't see it happening. So, but hey, whatever makes the characters happy, you know? I will say one thing about Noelle. People have asked her, because one of the main characters, for anyone who doesn't know, is Catra. And Catra's great, except they're awful. But they're great, even though they're awful. And they're like, how does Catra's skin work? Is she covered in fur? Does she have tinted skin, and then there is some fur that is of the same color? And she's like, I don't know, these are two-dimensional characters to me. I have no idea how they would translate. And that is fair, but I have a very different approach as a creator, where I see every character I see when I create. I don't know, this might sound pretentious, I'll move on real quick, but I was just gonna say, every character I create, I try to see them as a person who exists somewhere else in space and time, and thus exist without me, and I'm just kind of telling their story by coincidence. So I feel like if I had created that version of Catra, I would be like, yeah, she's this way, but I didn't. So I choose to think she has a thin layer of fur throughout her whole body, because I mean, she's pretty orange. She's like a light tan shade. She's a tannish kind of orange. Catra is Garfield. But yeah, I don't know. I like new She-Ra. I've seen bits of old She-Ra and He-Man, and I would say they're not quite my speed. Sorry. Some people are really into them. And for the people who like both, I mean, damn, good on you. That's at least double She-Ra. That's pretty good. That's something Aaron Hansen has talked about. He's like, I wish I liked more stuff. Whenever someone says something, I like something that you don't, I'm like, that's great. You like more things. That's more. That's at least one whole thing you can like more. And oh my goodness, Mindy, Billy and Mindy. That's Mandy. Hello, thank you for following. Yippers indeed. Someone has joined. Not a cult, but thank you for joining. Would you like a blood sacrifice? You are hand animating. Yes. Yes, Minda. I'm hand animating. I'm hand animating. What a fun time I have. If I ever own a studio, I need it to have a this is commitment. Hey guy, I can't get it. I have a stack of papers this big, and it's all stuff I've done since I've graduated high school. I have a YouTube channel if you want to see stuff I've done on there. But yeah, I think hand animation is better. I don't want to learn how to use a computer. But thank you for following. Whenever someone takes an interest in the animation on this channel, that is very special to me. A, because I've been told by people many times, art doesn't do good on Twitch. And B, just because, you know, animation is fun. I'm very passionate about it. I was literally just talking about how, like, I think you can transform the world through fiction. Oh my goodness! Pig, why? I was on a tangent! Thank you for the 100 bits. You made Yang happy. You did have a message with it, but thank you. But yeah, I was just gonna say, I think fictional stories and stories in general can help change the world. And it is of my opinion, though I don't believe this as firmly, that the best method for doing so is animating. And my favorite form of animating is hand animating. The pig with the tig old biddies. I almost said the right thing. Pig, do you have 6 nipples? I draw and I hate learning to use it to understand your preference. Oh, a kindred spirit! Thank you! I'm so bad with drawing pads and computers. They're so bad. 6 nipples. Pigs have... Wouldn't you like to know? I would. Well, then again, they do call you Mr. How? Okay. It's a... First off, I'm sorry about that. Mindao, we were talking about art. But yeah, I just... Nipple revealed charity stream. That's illegal. But it's a... Just have more tactile... Yes. I was talking earlier that, my favorite animated film, Redline. 6 bits! I'm getting more money than I intended tonight. Thank you all. Also, if you like retro games, Mindao, we do that here. And I'm going to be playing some tomorrow night. Red Mage, why? 1 biddy for every pig titty. Maybe? Ooh, a little tease. Red Mage is right, you should say it. But here's the thing. It's not necessary that every mammal have nipples, because it is a process of human birth that gives male nipples. Unnecessary vestigial nipples. So how many other mammals share that trait? Or are we an outlier? And most male animals of different mammal types do not have male nipples. Does this make sense? This is why I'm not actually smarter than a scientist. A biologist would be able to tell you. Also, can I point something out? It's not like my VODs get watched and anyone comments about it, but the Pig Cahill discussion about the death of the universe. I do want to reaffirm, I'm not saying I know more than a scientist. I'm just saying I don't think the scientists know much in terms of what will happen in a literally immeasurable amount of time from now on. Nipples for mammals, for all mammals. Free the nipple, and no, I don't mean let women go shirtless freely, even though, yeah, sure, why not? I have no strong stance on that. I mean, free the nipple, let every possible animal on Earth. Can we not? I wasn't starting this again. I'm saying I don't know more than the scientist. I'm trying to submit. I'm not saying I'm smarter than the scientist, and you should listen to me. I'm just submitting an opinion to Science Weekly. They publish it weekly because science happens fast. Even in the old days, They used to be like, hey, we should put leeches on these people. And then they figured out next week, oops, shouldn't put leeches on people. Oh, yeah. Mindao, before you go, just in case this has been fucking awful, give me a minute. I'd like to show you something. Your channel. Yes, my channel. Oh, no. This one. This is one I'm pretty proud of. Who said I was going? I don't know. We talked about nipples a lot. So I want to cover my bases. Listen, even though I'm pretty sure we're... Pass, get to just how many nipples pigs have. Well, only a scientist could answer such a question. I technically have a third nipple. Which is apparently not that hard to have. And if anyone knows the kind of thing I'm talking about, I'm interested to see if anyone freaks out. Also, we have 124 followers. You what? So it's a freckle. It's a freckle, but it is a big freckle. But apparently, if you trace your nipples down, from your nipples down in a V formation, it's kind of like a, yeah, exactly. Any noticeable like freckle or mark upon that line really gives me nostalgia. Yeah, it's good. Like, I like Dragon Ball Super, but I'm not gonna pretend Dragon Ball Z doesn't have kind of the better aesthetic. Wasn't there a Friends episode about this? I haven't watched Friends, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't watch Friends, but I haven't heard good things about it. I've heard it's aged badly. But then again, you could probably argue that for most sitcoms, because fucking sitcoms are a product of their time. So I don't think there's many that will age great. You know? Unless they're very forward thinking. In which case they're not a product of their time, they're a product of the future. Think about it. Yeah. I want to bring a hand animate. If we're going to talk about animation real quick, I would like to say I want to bring it back into kind of more of a forefront. Oh my goodness, how have I not talked about this? There was a thread on Twitter recently. I don't normally like Twitter threads because they're normally awful, but artists I follow was like, how many people know that Cartoon Network mostly uses hand animation? And I was like, they fucking what? And then a bunch of Cartoon Network artists that I know work at Cartoon Network were like, yeah, check out all these hand animated scenes I did from shows you've watched, including Steven Universe. And I was like, well, I'm gonna be applying to Cartoon Network in the future. That's my go-to after college, I guess, because if I can go my whole animation career hoping it being a long one, not having to ever do any computer animation, I'll be like, I cheated the fucking system. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's cool. Like literally a scene from a Steven Universe episode I've seen, even though I have mixed feelings about that show and how it produced a story. They were like, check it out. This is the scene as it was hand animated and scanned in. And I was like, that's haha, I do that. Steven Universe is a good show. People should like that show. I just think the writing messed up a bit. After about Jailbreak, I was really into it. Because they were like, canon lesbians, and I was like, hell yeah. And then they were like, and now, to not progress the story. And I was like, why? Why has this happened to me? You were doing so well. And then I got back into it when the finale happened. So, you know. I don't want to get too heated about cartoon opinions. But, yeah, it kind of fell off. I wouldn't say it. Here's the thing. I wouldn't say it fell off. It, like, got bumpy. It was like, okay, here's story, filler. Filler, story, filler, filler, story. Story, filler, filler, story, filler, 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 story. And it just went on like that. And I was like, I'm going insane, and I don't like cable television anymore. I would give it a second chance if a Steven Universe fan was like, I have compiled. Also, the inconsistent air. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Because people will talk about that, like, well, you can't blame it on that. The network was being an ass. And yeah, that's fine. But that doesn't change the fact that no matter how you slice it, the way they were telling their story kind of got a little sloppy at sometimes. And no offense, clearly the crew started getting used to the way they were airing the show because they would advertise it that way. They would be like, another Steven bomb is coming your way. It's like, that's great. But I hope you're writing to adjust to how you're telling your serialized story. Also, can I just say, I was watching an unnamed internet personality who I enjoy, and they and their friends were kind of, if I might be so bold, dunking on the Legend of Korra. And they mentioned how Legend of Korra had some troubles in how it was being developed. And then they went on to praise Steven Universe. And I was like, this is driving me batshit insane. Like, if you're gonna bash Korra, fine. That's a differing opinion, whatever. But you can't bash Korra for an issue it shares with another show and then defend the show on that issue. That's wild. Not to call you out on my twitter.com, it's just that, like, if you're gonna go ahead and compare two shows, the points should not be inconsistent. Granted, to this person who I still watch, they're fucking just, it was a VOD of a live stream, so I am proof to the fact that most of the time people don't know what the fuck they're talking about on stream. Also, here's the thing, I'm not great at, of course, the narrative dissonance makes it with Yang's story. Yeah, I will say, one criticism I have is people are like, the time jump from Avatar Last Airbender, which was basically like feudal Japan and China and stuff like that, to Korra, where they have cars and 1920s technology. That's not unreasonable, but that doesn't mean it was good for the story. It doesn't mean it made it easier for people to get into Korra when all of a sudden the world they knew was so different from how they left it. Like, yeah, theoretically, I can leave a room for 5 minutes and when I come back, it can be on fire. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna enjoy that it was on fire. Video on that recently. I didn't make that video, nor have I watched that. This is Cahill opinion. I don't know. I still think if Korra had come first, I think it would have attracted just the same man. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm not. Pig, here's the thing. You can like or dislike that, and you can argue it's reasonable. I'm just saying it didn't help the show when people were trying to adjust from Avatar. If I was gonna compare it to Avatar, Korra takes place all in one city. That being Republic City, which is cool, okay? I've thought a lot about how I would change Korra so it wouldn't be as divisive among the fans. But if I was going to change it, maybe I would have made it more like Ba Sing Se, which was a massive city. We did not get to see most of Ba Sing Se when we went to it in that. So you could be like, yeah, let's just make the biggest. I never knew if they were going to get. Yes, agreed. Which I would like to say doesn't make it a bad show. It makes it different, and I guess, yes, in some ways not quite as good as Avatar The Last Airbender, but fucking, can you blame them that they were like, we want to get this out? That was fine. The destruction of the Avatar cycle is a sin. I don't really... The bigger question that brings up for me is how the fuck does Afterlife work in the... Amon is my favorite Avatar book. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I mean, like, yes, it's kind of weird that they destroyed the Avatar cycle, but on the other hand, you got to learn more about the Avatar cycle because of that. So, it's kind of a give and take, you know? But I really want to know how... Like, they've established there's an afterlife in Avatar canon. They can't take that back. So now I really want to get into the nitty-gritty. This is like when they established it in Dragon Ball. Like, that is now a part of the world. A part of your world. And you can't take it back. So you might as well explore it as opposed to putting it back in the closet. Avatar is filled with so many dead characters that were dead before the story starts. I want to know how that plays out. Like, if I went into the spirit world, would I be able to find just any random dead person, or is Iroh special? Furthermore, even though the Avatar cycle is broken, could I once again go into the spirit world and find past avatars? Now, I mean, yeah, there's like a bus ride over from, yeah, no, which is genuinely something I love about Dragon Ball. It's not addressed in the main series a lot, but death is not a consequence. It is so not a consequence that that in Super, they were like, we need to introduce villains that don't just kill you, they erase you from existence. There was a studio just for Avatar. Yes, well, to be fair, Pig, Avatar Studio don't give a shit about dying. No, they don't. They don't give a shit about dying so much that King Kai stayed dead through an entire second series. They had an entire second series to make up for what they did at the end of the Cell Saga, and they just ignored it because it didn't matter. It really wasn't held back. Yeah, first off, he has a friend that can temporarily bring him back from the dead for a day. You don't even need the Dragon Balls. He knows someone who can do it. What is I thinking of? I think you wouldn't into it. So, yeah, but here's the thing. Is recycle. But A, that didn't happen to Iroh, and B, we learned the Avatar cycle was less kind of like the same person. When he was dead, like death was an advantage for it. Exactly. That's not even to finish. What was I thinking of? But yeah, I would argue there are still lots of questions about Avatar Afterlife. But back to Dragon Ball Z Afterlife. All of this is ignoring the fact that Goku is a Saiyan, which of all the ass-pulling Saiyans can do in the world, the Zenkai boost, fucking jeez. You could make an argument that the best strategy for Goku and Vegeta is to have someone brutally murder them and then just immediately use the Dragon Balls to bring themselves back, and all of a sudden, they're leagues stronger than they ever were. And the fact that that's a plan I can come up with is fucking... Like, that would work. There, swear. Just a way to guarantee that Goku wins. Well, to be fair, Pig, yes, but also, to be fair a bit, he has to survive getting his ass kicked first. if someone can seal the deal, which granted, no one ever fucking has, but if someone can seal the deal, then the Zenkai boost won't matter. Or Force Ghost. Call lightning and use Force. And what the fuck? I don't want to get into Star Wars too much because fucking that became a shit show years ago. But I do like Star Wars. I want to watch the original trilogy on VHS because I own that. It worked for fucking Cell. Worked for Vegeta. It worked for most of them. So yeah, I'd argue there's a bit of cheese to it, but it does kind of work when you die. I think the bigger thing is the body. If you can bring the body back. If you have to get a new body, then like it's whatever. But if you can survive, oh no, bitrate. Uh oh. Are we okay? Are we live still? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is stream about to end? We back. Okay. But no, I was just gonna say with the Force Ghost thing real quick, because I read Obi-Wan Kenobi's biography, which covers his death. Obi-Wan Kenobi's biography extends into his death, which talks about what happens when you die with the Force and all that stuff, which I mean is cool, and it establishes, even though I don't know if this got retconned or not, because fucking the time to write that. I guess autobiography. It establishes Force Ghosts are a limited thing. Like being a Force Ghost is something that you can't do a lot of. You can do it a couple times, which Obi-Wan used to try and teach Luke, but he did at one point later in life have to go to Luke and be like, hey, I know we've been chilling after I died and everything, but I gotta go. Can't do this. See you when you die, because it will happen. Goodbye. Also, for anyone curious, as far as I remember it, dying with the Force, in the Force, I don't know if this applies to everyone or just Jedi, but it makes it so that you kind of become an aspect of nature while retaining your consciousness. For example, Obi-Wan became an ocean while still remembering that he was Obi-Wan Kenobi. So it's like reincarnation without having to worry about the worst part of reincarnation. As they did that, Anakin. They did that one, Anakin. I'm not familiar with the event, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was retconned. You don't listen. I'm not some of the person to jump on Star Wars' ruin train, but they were retconning stuff way before Disney got their hands on it. George Lucas can't leave fucking anything alone, which is a well-documented fact. Hollywood trivia: George Lucas is. I would just love it if you loved the genocide. If you just left the genocide behind. I don't know. Once again, speaking about fictional afterlives and the science behind it all, there's an argument to be made that, like, yes, Anakin Skywalker is free of Darth Vader's sins. And not just like a religious thing. I mean, you literally see him physically change when he joins the dark side. It's a whole spiritual thing. And granted, even though I was just shitting on retconning, they then have Anakin's Force Ghost be young Anakin when he dies in Return of the Jedi. So there is a legitimate argument to be like, Anakin Skywalker did one thing wrong. He killed Mace Windu. But other than that, Anakin Skywalker did nothing wrong. The rest was Vader. Okay. We're about to. I think we're gonna raid someone and call it for a night. Thank you all for joining me. Let's see how many frames we did. Because we're covering a pretty small distance, so the more frames we do, the better it. Holy shit! Holy shit! 3, 7, 5. We have done 12 frames so far. That's not bad. And there's still plenty to go, so hopefully this is gonna work. Because the first one was way too fast. 3 of Sin. AKO. I'm asleep now. Have a good sleep, Kate. Have a good anime. Oh fuck! This is the second time. I told him last time. I'm not gonna tell him again. Also, Dad calls. Dad beckons. Hi, Dad. Oh, my poor dad. I will. Let's raid someone real quick, and then I will call my dad. Let's raid Vegeta. I'll see y'all later. Bye.